I'd never considered myself an atheist. I always naturally felt there must be something beyond what we understand. So that's where I started. I wanted to know the origins of the universe from a Christian perspective and an atheist perspective. And I'd always thought, when thinking about the universe growing up, that it was a topic too big for my brain. How did the universe begin? And people would tell me that there are all sorts of theories. Well, there are not all sorts of theories. I discovered very quickly there was only two theories for the origins of the universe. The Christian theory, or any theist theory, that it was created by a mind, an intelligence, or the atheist theory that it created itself out of nothing.
So no third option there.
There's no third option. The universe made itself for no reason, out of nothing, with no design, or an intelligence made the universe. And when you look into those two theories, there's only one that makes any logical sense. Now, if anyone can explain to me how anything, never mind a universe, but anything, can be made out of nothing, then I'd love to hear it. Because there is no academic scientist on the planet that can explain to you how this can happen. And when you think of nothing, you know, this, if we emptied this room of people and chairs, there would be something in here. There'd be light and particles and air. Where the universe was born, there was nothing. And so it's a proven fact, scientific fact, because I wanted science, by the way. I wanted science, I wanted history, I want evidence. I didn't want Christian testimonials telling me this stuff. I didn't want just to believe in what I believed was a blind faith. I wanted proof. So there is no scientific proof.
So has science always said that the universe had a beginning?
No, science once believed that the universe was eternal. So Albert Einstein believed that the universe was eternal. It was the only explainable, unexplainable thing. The only explainable, eternal thing. And science, prior to the Big Bang theory of a point of beginning, were very happy accepting that the universe was eternal. They couldn't explain how it was made because it's eternal. It had always been there.
But then the Big Bang theory came along. So I guess there was some resistance to that within science.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of the scientists at the time, in fact, quite liked the Big Bang theory because it was something that excited them. You know, Albert Einstein didn't like the idea of it too much, but then he got on board. And there was some reluctance because, in fact, with the theory that the universe had always existed, it discounted God. Because if the universe was always there, had always been there, and would always be there, you didn't need a creator of the universe. The problem came with the theory, the Big Bang theory, because if the universe had a beginning, then you must explain the beginning. And this is the law of causation, which is a scientific law. It's a legal law, it's a civil law, and it's a law that we all live by. There's a reason why every single one of you are here tonight. This is the law of causation. You're sat here because somebody told you about this event and you decided to come along. You can trace it to a point. You can trace who built this building using the law of causation. Everything must have an explanation. But with the universe, this was a shock to some scientists because they knew they had to explain the origins of the universe. And the only thing that they could come up with if they were atheists was that the universe made itself for no reason out of nothing.
Right. No reason.
No reason,
nothing.
No design, no intelligence, out of nothing. And nobody can explain to you or I how that is feasible. And so it didn't take me very long to come to the logical decision, rational decision, that makes no sense whatsoever. The only rational reason for the universe being in existence was that a mind and intelligence created the universe.